Trying to start a business, and now I'm an established business and we've won some awards and we're doing well and we've been around the block. I can talk to you not as someone who's theory, but someone who's actually done it for themselves. So I'm going to be a little bit of a different spin. You see this picture? I'm going to be on Channel 4. And Channel 4, 2.5 million people are going to watch that. That might be called clip talking about a local newspaper, and I've done all that. But I've done this via social media. Now, I'd like to share that information with you. And whatever businesses you've got, you're going to smash it because you're really lucky. Because years ago, to get this kind of publicity, you had to spend a lot of money. Now you don't need to. Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
I want to be understood, and I want to understand you. That's kind of like how social media works. So let's go on to number one. Alright, everyone remember this game? It's called frustration. You have to press the middle, you get 6 and it goes around. And when you press 6, you can start. And the point of how I see the websites and the net is this is the website. And you know what? You know a spider's web. When there's a spider with a little, say a fly lands on the spider's web at the edge, over here, and it wriggles around, the spider knows and it picks it up and it goes there. Now does everyone know what a spider, Google use spiders? Does everyone know that?
No.
Right, here we go. We're going to start at the basics. Google have about 9 spiders and they go out onto the web, they crawl the web and they find keywords. So what business are you going to do or already doing? Sorry?
Retail.
Retail what type? Say someone types in herbal products in Enfield. Google is #1 because they have the best spiders and the most efficient are going to find that. Anyone else brave enough to talk? What other business are you going to do?
Life coaching.
Life coaching. So you're going to talk about, I'm depressed in Enfield, who am I going to find? And you're over here and Google wants to find you and grab you. And by the end of the people that have left are crazy, because by the end of this time, in half an hour, you're going to know how to be #1 in Enfield for all your keywords. They're crazy, they're nuts, I don't get it. Anyway, because hopefully I get some good feedback and I am understood. My problem is I talk too fast because I'm excited. We've got half an hour to talk about a whole heap of things. So give me a nod if I talk too fast, because then I'm not being understood. I'm just excited for you all. So here we go. The web. The web is exactly named perfectly because it's a web. And there's spiders on this web that look for keywords. Your job as retailers, consultants, business coaches, whatever, NLP people, is to get people, they're at home, they're on Google, I'm locked out. Locksmith in Enfield. What do you do? Crochet, lovely. My wife was in crochet. Basically, if you want something crochet and you live in Enfield, that's what you want to type, or the UK or the world. Yeah? Your job is to make Google notice you and to get you to your website. Is that kind of understood?
Yeah.
Right, okay. We killed it to death. Right. I didn't know how to use Photoshop. And this took me about 20 hours to create. And I really wanted the map of the world and then all the continents to be the search engines. I've done this about Christmas. It's changed massively since then. At Christmas, Google was the #1 search engine. Then it was Facebook, then it was YouTube. Now, YouTube gets more searches than Facebook. And some days, Facebook gets more searches than Google. So Google have attacked, and they've got this thing called +1, which we don't want to get too deep, but they're trying to fight back. Everything is linked. Everything is linked. So, I'm going to give you a real life example, because they're the best things. I'm at home, and I want to use this kebab shop in Oakwood, called Paneris, if anyone's been to it. So I type in kebab shop in Oakwood, nothing, the guy's not there. And then I type in good kebab shop in Oakwood, nothing, still can't find it. I think, really good. And then I put really good lamb kebab. And you know where it takes me? It takes me to his Facebook page. I thought, oh cool, the guy's got a Facebook page. He's like about 100 years old, but cool. When they've got his opening times, all his customers making comments. Oh, I love it in there, I love it, really good, guy's really nice. Went in there, alright, great, ordered my food, and I work, usually, with a kebab, a good kebab, you've got to order it 15 minutes before you go in. So I wouldn't have gone there if I hadn't found it through. So I get there and I say to him, Pete, oh my God, I love your fan page. It's so brilliant. He said, what fan page, Garry? He didn't even know. His customers had created it for him. 2 points to note there. Now, point number one is that people are talking about you behind your back and you don't even know. Point number two, I see Lord's over there, she's probably into social media. No. Point number two is that I wouldn't have booked, I wouldn't have met kebab that night if it wasn't for his customers making the fan page. Every single person in this room can create a fan page. Can I just get a quick show of hands? Who is on Facebook?
I don't understand it.
Who's on Facebook and has created a fan page? Alright, a few. It's completely free, people. It's absolutely free. Doesn't it make sense to make a fan page? So there's a lot of stuff to do here. Let me get the basics right. If we've got time, I'll show you how to make a fan page for free. All this stuff, you know, if you remember a few sentences ago, I said to you I didn't know how to use Photoshop, and I searched on YouTube and I figured it out. Absolutely anything. If you wanted to know how to change, I don't know, this projector's light bulb, you go on YouTube and you watch a video on it and you become an expert. If there's stuff that we get to at 5 o'clock and you're unsure about it, go on YouTube, type it in, and someone somewhere has done a video on it, which is a whole different. If everyone got a pen, there's a dude called Garry Vaynerchuk. A few years ago, this guy, he wasn't a very wealthy person. Vanchuck. Garry, if you're watching, I love you, man. Because this is going on YouTube, by the way, afterwards. I've spoken with Garry Vaynerchuk on Twitter, which is a whole different thing. I don't want to digress. Garry Vaynerchuk, a few years ago, not very wealthy guy. He just had the liquor store in New York. He's eating his steak, eats it, and he turns his laptop round. And he says, if anybody's eating steak tonight, this is the red wine to drink it to. Goes to work, he sells 4 cases. He's like, wow, there's something to this. He goes home, he eats salmon. He starts talking about this other white wine. This is the white wine to do it to eat it. It's good for the palate. I don't know what he was on about. Anyway, he makes 1,000 of these videos. He's now the #1 wholesaler of wine in America. He's about the 10th richest person in America from nothing. So you become an expert, and that's what YouTube's about. I'm placing myself to be an expert on glasses because I'm an optician. I'm not a social media anything. But I've leveraged myself, made lots and lots of videos, got my name out there, and that's how all this stuff has happened. The being on Channel 4, which is something I saw on Facebook, and so on and so forth. So we're going to quickly go through it. Google is under attack from Facebook and YouTube. It knows that, oh my God, panic stations, these are becoming more popular. So it's doing something called Google Plus, which is going to replace Facebook and YouTube. At the moment, there's only a few hundred people in the world that are being asked to test it, and I'm one of them, and I'm very happy. That's pretty cool. It's very, very cool, but give it a few months. It's going to be so much better than Facebook. Do you want to know about that, or should I move on? Because it's new.
I want to know about it.
You want to know about Google Plus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, Google Plus, you know, say my staff go out and get drunk, and they put it on their Facebook, and then I read it because we're friends, they get sacked. People, HR departments at the moment are checking you online before they hire you. Now, Google Plus has got these things called circles. So it's your circle of friends. So if I say something, I only show it to my friends, or my family, or my work colleagues. It's gone one up on Facebook. It's also linked in with Skype. So me and you can talk all day, face to face, for free, and no one else can see it. That's okay. Do you want one of my cards? Come and speak to me.
We're coming back in 4 weeks. When's the next
Garry, I'll speak to you.
See, we're friends.
It's because of the kids.
I understand.
Sorry,
I don't take
he's
it
a daddy at
personally.
my
We're
school.
friends.
He's lovely.
Catch up.
How am I doing so far? Is this interesting?
Yeah.
Because I leave work to come and talk to you guys because I feel I like this. I like leaving things. They're amazing. They help me. This is good. Good content. Useful. I hope so. Right, so Google, under attack, is doing this Google circles. You can only get in if you're invited. So it's going to be big. Is my prediction. YouTube is all. YouTube does not make the phone ring in your business. You make a video, okay, and you become an expert, and if you're really lucky, someone will watch that video. It's great for restaurants. People will check the restaurant out before they go and they'll book. Or it's good for, say, an NLP practitioner who they think, oh, you know what, I can rapport with you. It'll be great for you because you can make something with crochet and they can see it. But it doesn't make the phone ring. Google makes the phone ring because someone needs, what do you do, sir?
I write music.
Cool. Someone's looking for a musician, a composer in Enfield, in London. They type it in Google and you get the phone call. Very unlikely that someone's going to type in composer on YouTube, watch a video on you being an expert, and then call straight away. But it does help. Do you know, did he go through Cliff brand recognition?
Yeah.
It's creating a brand for yourself, but no phone call. This is phone call. How do you get to the top of it? You keep giving this food. The little spiders need information, so I'm getting there. Right, so YouTube, does everyone understand what YouTube's about?
Yeah.
Video. LinkedIn is a perfect, where the amateurs don't get it, they try and think, this is all the same crap. LinkedIn is the same as Facebook, it's all for kids. Did you know the average age LinkedIn person at the moment is 40? The average salary of someone on LinkedIn, where they got this from, I don't know, 50k. This is a business network. I've met so many interesting people from my business because of LinkedIn. I met a guy who's got the second biggest sunglass supplier in the UK. Very nice man. And we were going to be business partners and then we didn't do it. But that's not the point. I got to meet him through LinkedIn. Amazing. Amazing. So LinkedIn, very briefly, is free. You do a profile. All straightforward stuff. You say what you're good at. And before you know it, people start emailing you because they want to get to know you. The real trick, if you want to go to the absolute top of the tree, is you start a group. So what is it you do? Sorry, may I ask you? What is it you do? Imagine you start a group on health and nutrition, and you suddenly become an expert, and then people start joining your group. That's how you use LinkedIn. And you get testimonials on LinkedIn. And then people think, oh, this person's good. You're never going to do that on YouTube, testimonials and stuff like that. So then we flick onto Facebook. Does everyone get LinkedIn?
Could you offer your services, like a job like putting your CV on there? Could you do that?
Absolutely.
Does it have to be a business?
You've got it.
Maybe
Then it actually wants your CV. It wants a
Okay.
history of what you've done.
Uh-huh.
Any more questions on LinkedIn before we move on? Very good. More mature.
Another thing, I'm on it, but I'm a bit concerned, you said about CVs. I'm a bit worried about confidentiality.
Do you know, this cracks me up. I'm so glad it's called social media because it's social. You cut people that want to hide their face and not say stuff, don't go on social media. It's not for you. Social media is just about telling the world who you are and being friendly. It's a very good point.
Because people can abuse your details, so I can, have all these qualifications and everything, and someone can steal your identity, basically.
Absolutely. Isn't it better though that you know what people are saying about you behind your back? And isn't it better that you've got your finger on the pulse? Like parents are saying, I don't want my children on Facebook, but they're on there anyway. People, isn't it better that you know how to use it so you can figure out what they're saying? Isn't it better that you know how to use LinkedIn so you can figure out what people are saying? People aren't generally malice. People, if they do steal your identity, they're going to do it anyway. Whether you're on Facebook or not, they're generally going to pick someone who's not on Facebook, not on LinkedIn, because they're not switched on enough to figure it out. So I would say, go on there, figure it out. So we've done Google-ish. We've done YouTube. This is going to make the phone ring. This is going to bring brand recognition. LinkedIn is going to be a professional network of people that is going to get you contacts and networked up. Facebook. Alright, okay. This is a picture of my Facebook. Facebook is just a screen grab. Very interesting, little tool for my business. I've got 3,000 of my customers on my fan page. At a touch of a button, I speak to 3,000 people. Let me tell you how amazing that is. Come on in. What's your name?
I'm Lorraine.
Lorraine, hello. What do you do?
I'm in the care home.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm my kind of person. Alright, Facebook. I started on Facebook when it first came out, and I really loved it. Because you got to love people. You'd be good at this. I'm not. Do you know? I don't even know what buttons to press sometimes. That's my business partner at the back, Lucy. She knows what buttons to press. We started our own business called Loving Social Media because I'm not a techie. I'm a people. I want to hug people. I get people. Now if you're that kind of person, this is right for you. Unfortunately, only really nerds get this. But they don't really get it. They get how it works, but they don't get how it works emotionally. Now, Facebook. How do you use it for your business? First of all, you need your... Can I have a show of hands? Who's on Facebook again? The whole world. Can I ask you, when you're on Facebook, do you say happy birthday to the people on your birthday list?
Yeah.
Good. That's important. But that's good. I like it. Alright, so here's your Facebook page where it's your friends. Now you can't abuse your friends. If you keep talking about your business to your friends, they're going to soon enough get annoyed with you. There's a ratio. For every 10 things you do socially, whack in one business one. One little special offer. One little thing that happened at work. That ratio, I do it about 8 to 10. So I've got 1,000 friends on my friends page, on my personal page, and I drip feed the things to them. Oh, I've just got some new D&G sunglasses. Oh, I got this new promotion. But it won't be heavy. Generally it'll be, it was my son's 1-year birthday, or here we're doing social things that people care about. If you go on too much about business on this site, you've had it, they won't trust you. So, any questions about this part of, because I'm going to go into fan pages next. Does everyone get, the ones that haven't got a fan page, a Facebook, it's free. And you can learn how to set one up on YouTube. It's all step by step.
The privacy angle. I'm frightened if I put stuff on here, people I don't want to see my stuff, going to read it, and I don't want that. I don't want reading other people's, but I don't want reading mine.
There is a privacy thing on there, so you can block it so only your friends can see you. And again, the Google circles have figured that out, so it's even tighter. So here we go.
Do you just create another Facebook page for your business?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're one step ahead. Alright, that's okay. So Facebook is free, it's easy to set up, it does need to be a little bit cool. Keep it real, no bullshit, people. Don't talk crap. No website needed. Me and Lucy have a theory that in 10 years, websites will be obsolete. It will just be social media places like YouTube and stuff. At the moment, 60-year-old women are the highest subscribers to Facebook. How mad is that? So anyway, this is my fan page, and on my fan page there's close to 3,000 people on here. My customers come in my shop. I've got a little webcam. They come in and say, "We love you." No, I didn't ask them. Good looking optics are the best. Hello, this is Emmanuel. Blah blah blah. Are you open today? Can I order some contact lenses? There's different ways, different channels. They're all saying, "We love you, Gary. This is really good. We love your store." And the 2,000 people, the last thing I'd done, it was raining, and I said, "If you come in singing, I'm singing in the rain, I'll give you a 20% discount." Because they know I'm not Specsavers at all. Specsavers have no soul. I'm much more soulful than that. I'll say to people, "Come in wearing red, and I'll give you a discount. Come in." I've got a million different things I send out, and they know that that's my character. So it's really, none of them have left. I haven't annoyed them because I don't constantly bombard them. One a month, I speak to them, I give them special offers, I'll say something crazy. At Wimbledon, I said, say game, set and match, and you get 15% off D&G, because D&Gs weren't selling or something, I had too much stock. Be creative. The creative people are going to get this. Don't bug people, don't be full of crap. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Where's your address?
Oh, in here. Alright, so you'd go, info. See, there's some different tabs here. You see that? So this is my wall, and the wall is just general information. And then here, where you press info, which you can't, this isn't live, it's just a screen grab. Info would have my 2 addresses, my opening times and so on. Discussions, I said, what's your favourite brand? You can all look at this tonight. Videos, I've done videos of myself, photographs and so on and so on. Yeah? We've only got 11 minutes.
How do you set up the free front page then?
Good question. Go onto YouTube, say, how do I set up a fan page? Sit there, boring, but step-by-step guide. Rewind, pause, keep going back until you've got it. It's all out there, it's all free. Can I move on? Or?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Alright, I love it. Twitter. Twitter is much more fun for me. Twitter doesn't make the phone ring. Oh, by the way, Facebook makes the phone ring. Google makes the phone ring. YouTube is brand recognition. Twitter is brand recognition. Doesn't make the phone ring. But wow, how powerful is this thing? This is just serious. Here you go. Who's on Twitter? Oh, there's a few of you. Alright. Can I run through what Twitter is?
How do you keep up with all of these?
Good question.
It's just questions.
Good question. You know, I give this analogy. If I was to paper a wall, you know, like wallpaper, it would take me an hour to paper this little bit of the wall. Someone who's a professional comes in, papers the wall, 2 minutes. The more you do it, the better you become. This morning, I spent 10 minutes on my social media. I might spend 20 minutes tonight. If that brings me in £1,000 of business, I've spent my time. There's a saying: is the squeeze worth the juice? Now, you could be sitting at your shops, at your premises, whatever, working your asses off, working and working and working, and panicking, and nothing's happening. The phone's not ringing. You spend 20 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the morning, and the phone rings. You're telling me that's not worth it? There's a really funny saying, if you don't mind me saying. There was a golfer, and he said, the more I practice, the better I get. I don't get it. Does that make sense? Because I speak to other business people, and they're crying right now. They're out there. Recession is so quiet. I don't get it. My phone's not ringing. No customers. No one's got money. When was the last time you done anything to promote yourself? When was the last time you done a leaflet? When was the last time you done anything on the internet? Oh, you know what? That stuff doesn't work. I go and I speak to people that know about marketing, and they market their business, and they do stuff, and they're booming. If you sit at your shop crying because you're not busy, it's your own fault. I'm sorry to be that hard. People that are successful work hard on promoting your business. You get in front of your customers, and that's what this is about, getting in front of your customers. So already I've shown you, my Facebook page gets me to 4,000 clients. 3,000 clients and 1,000 friends. Friends use me, 3,000. My Twitter page is, look, we've got 3,500 people, all relevant as well. And this is how Twitter works. I'll be quick, because we've only got 8 minutes. I follow you, you follow me. You don't follow me, forget you. That's it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right. So, you're only interested in people in Enfield, or people in your profession, or people that sorry, what do you do?
I'm a coach and journalist.
Journalists love this stuff. Right, you're a journalist. So you want big newspapers and magazines to see your blogs. Yeah? So, unless you've got a big fishing analogy, unless you've got a big net, what's the point? If you've got a tiny net, you want thousands and thousands of people watching you and following you, so you can spread the word, spread the love. Am I going off on a tangent? I feel I am. Alright, Twitter, how's it work? Twitter, you follow me, I follow you. You get a big net. You say stuff. You've got 130 words to say stuff. The minute you say stuff, it goes straight to Google. So I could say, optician in Enfield does a presentation this afternoon. That goes straight to Google. You can Google optician in Enfield and it goes straight to number 1. Amazing, amazing. You're feeding these spiders with information. And trust me, you guys can't just with 10 followers do that. It needs to know you.
So whenever somebody writes on Twitter, it will automatically go to Google. And if anyone in the relevant words, keywords,
correct,
they can then load it on Google.
Correct.
That's not with Facebook.
Not so much. Not as, because remember, Google doesn't like Twitter and Facebook. It sees them as rivals. It wants to push them out. It owns YouTube and they're friends. But Google and Twitter and Facebook, they're rivals, and that's why Google Circles is coming up. Sorry, sir.
Do you go in there as Garry, or do you go in there as the optician business?
Great question.
And the same for all of them, I mean.
Great question. On my Facebook, I'm Garry, and on my fan page, I'm Good Looking Optics. On my Twitter name is called Opticians, and it's down as Garry Kasulu. So you could type in Garry Kasulu and you'll find me, or you could type in Opticians and you can find me. So you do your, if you can, what job do you do, sir?
I run a mystery shopping business.
Ooh, how cool would it be to have a Twitter account called Mystery Shopper? It's probably gone, but try it. What the hell? You might get it. It'd be worth a lot of money. But if it's Mystery Shopper 1, so what? Or Mystery Shopper 2, or Mystery Shopper ... who cares? But if you can get it.
Yeah.
So you do it, Mystery Shopper is your main thing, but then your real name. So, I follow you, you follow me, we get a big net, 130 words, all interesting, not full of crap. I get criticised a lot that all I talk about on my Twitter is social media. That's all I talk about, social media, a little touch of opticians. I've done it wrong really. I should be only talking about optician stuff on here, but these followers haven't unfollowed me. They're quite interested in what I say. It's just I've become quite good at social media. What else do you need to know? Have you guys got any questions about Twitter? It is so exciting. So, there's other businesses that say, it will never work, it's a bit crap. But look, you just search for businesses in Enfield. You search for market research companies that might want to outsource their work, and you follow them.
Okay.
That's just, can I use a football analogy? Sorry, girls. You got Premier League, Champions League, and then you got Dunlop League, right? Where I'm teaching you here is Dunlop League. When you're advanced, you find someone you want to speak to, like my friend Garry Vaynerchuk, or someone incredibly wow, and then you engage in conversation with them. You see, there's a mentioned here. Say I want to speak to Dr. Jefferson Blogs. Say. I say to him, look, he's just put up 5 keys to building networks. And then I say to him, I press the button here, there, yeah, up there. That button gives me the chance to speak to him. And then I say, at Dr. Jefferson Blogs, I say to him, yeah, I liked your blog. That was really good. That was really interesting. I don't know, let me spark a conversation with him. What do you think about this point? And he'll get back to me, you know, that's crazy. He'll be like, yeah, you know what? And he wants to talk to me, maybe, hopefully. And all of a sudden, me and him are making a conversation. You've gone to Champions League because you've suddenly found someone who's really interesting. A lot of famous people are on Twitter right now, and you can totally speak with them. So,
Hopefully your Twitter activity is business related as opposed to just tweeting about stuff.
Friends are fed up with me. Friends that follow me on Twitter say all you talk about is social media. So yeah, you're right. I should have a personal one. How we do it? How does it work? Does everyone get how it works for business? And how? Yeah, good. Right. Blogs. This is Lucy's favourite thing. There's different blogs are like, oh my god, cream cakes, dessert for Google, because it's fresh content. It's really like the spiders love it. There's different. A blog is free for a start. What's a blog? Does everyone know what a blog is? Who blogs here? Nice one. A blog is a free newspaper online, basically. And there's good blogs and bad blogs. A good blog is like something called WordPress. WordPress is a bit professional. It's what the journalists use. You start talking on WordPress. I'll give you an example. For fun, I typed in emergency opticians, and now I'm number 1 in the world on emergency opticians. You type in emergency opticians and you go home, you'll see me number 1. My colleague over there, Lucy, she typed in emergency websites in case your website crashes. She's number 1 in England. In the world or England?
The world.
In the world. How cool is that? You type in something to do with crochet and you go number 1 in the world. On Google. Because it's large fresh content, but you've got to keep updating it, you've got to keep talking. So, find a WordPress site. It's a bit complicated, I tell you. You're not allowed to use it for business unless you pay. There's free blog sites that aren't as effective. So if you don't want to pay, then that's fine. But if you're going to use WordPress and talk about business, they'll chuck you out. They'll stop it. So, interesting. Before I move on, do you get that?
Yeah. So are you saying you can use it for business?
Only if you pay.
Okay.
Yeah? How much is it, Lucy?
I can get it for £44 a year.
Bargain. £44 a year. LinkedIn, we talked about. Twitter, we talked about. Search engines, we talked about. Here's a few things. I would like to have not wasted my time here. That would be good because I've left work and it would be cool. I've got a few things to say. If you guys need glasses, I'm a good optician. That's number one. Number two, on the 22nd, I've been getting a lot of feedback saying we want to hear more of what Gary's got to talk about. On the 22nd of this month, me and Lucy, who's a web designer, award-winning web designer, and a marketeer, are doing a half-a-day thing. What a bargain. £40 and food, and you can network the room. All about this stuff, not without me talking as fast, so I can get more done. £40, man, it's worth it. I've just done it because everyone says to me, I want more. So I know I've satisfied my soul. I just want to go through and make sure that you know what all these things are. Do you understand that each one of these things, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Foursquare, the whole thing, they're all search engines. They just happen to specialize in video or blog or anything. They're all looking for something. How can the internet pick up my company for free? I hope you've understood that. You give it content, you give it loads of information, you give it keywords like Enfield or kebab or crochet or care homes or whatever. How many different types of Facebook business tools are there? There's fan pages. There used to be groups. Groups are old school. You're only allowed to go up to 5,000 people. You'd be wasting your time to make a group. So that's important. Start a fan page.
So is a fan page different to your ordinary Facebook page?
Yes.
What about the business?
So there's a personal bit, and then he's over here, and then there's this bit that says, I'm a business, but I'm still Garry.
So you have to go in and set yourself as a business, but it's just called fan.
The pennies, you got it. Right. Okay.
There's also you can also set up your company page.
Correct. But they chuck you out. If you go into Facebook and you say I'm Joe Blogs Engineering from the profile page, if they find out, they'll throw you out. They don't want that.
Okay. So you got to use another name for it, is it?
You got to use I am Anna Smith.
Okay. Different names on
that. And Anna Smith happens to own blah 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 engineering.
Okay.
So there we go. So are we good?
Yeah.
60 seconds! No! No! Alright, okay, keep going!
How can you pick up information? Is that from Twitter or from Facebook or from YouTube?
This is the thing, you remember this one? You remember this one? This is the whole world just comes in. Shh.
So if I'm inputting in those various media, it will go into, okay.
You got it. But this is, I get it. I really get it. I get how this works. And you can, opticians in Enfield, opticians in St Albans, opticians at eye test, number one, opticians, emergency opticians in the world. It works. The phone rings for me. I'm busy at work. Yeah, you've got to have a good product. When people come, we're an award-winning opticians. If without a good product, you might as well forget it. It'll be the right price and in the right location, but I do get this stuff.
So why would they chuck you out from the companies then? If you use that?
Because it's against the, it's not social, is it?
Okay.
What keywords you know? La la la. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's fun. I'd like to give you my card. The price for the 22nd is £100, but I'm doing a special for you start-up businesses. I'd love you to come. I'm a networker as well. You know, a lot of my business comes from networking, going and meeting people. Come, there'll be some interesting people in the room. Can't go wrong. Thank you all very much. I hope I get some good feedback. Who wants my card? Anyone? We do. Hey!